Hello everyone, in today's video I'm gonna show you how I put this turbo in my first gen and how I have it set up to use the exhaust brake. So first thing, the VGT turbos are electronically controlled with an actuator, and since we don't have any electronics in the first gen, we won't be using any electronics, so that's why I have to come up with this mechanically controlled system here. So it's pretty simple. I got this pneumatic cylinder dual actuator. So I feed the air through here, which pushes the cylinder out, making the exhaust brake turn on, and then the tension on this spring brings pull it back and turning it off when I cut the air. So look here, this is my set screw to increase or decrease the tension on the spring, to to bring it back, and setting it where I want the actuator to be when I drive it around. So this is the whole setup, pretty much really simple. I'm going to show you what you will need to put this turbo. The very first thing will be the exhaust flange, because the exhaust manifold on the first gen is T3, and this the exhaust flange on this turbo is T4i. So I bought a T3 to T4i adapter kit. One of the plate gets bolted onto the exhaust manifold and the other one is here, and then you bolt them together. So this is the first part you need. Second part is this fitting here for your oil feed line. This is off of HX35, screws right in here, and then your stock oil feed line just goes in here. For the drain tube, I cut my stock tube in half and just made an extension with the flexible PVC pipe. So yeah, that works, and the stock drain tube just fits on here on this turbo. And the other thing you will need is the downpipe, or the exhaust flange, which goes here. So I just used whatever came with the turbo itself. I cut it. I'll show you on the truck here. So the exhaust flange, that 90-degree elbow, I just cut it and welded it onto the 4-inch downpipe, and yeah, that just clamps together with the turbo. And for the air, I have my air compressor. You can see it's just held with the zip ties. That's my air tank. Air goes through the tank into that 12-volt solenoid, which is connected to the switch in the cab. Here at the turbo, you will need to do some modifications too. Let me just show you. So as you can see right here, there was a pin to mount this compressor housing onto the turbo. It is set up so it works with the 6.7 liter Cummins, so I just grind it off so I can just turn it however I want. Same thing with the turbine housing too. There are 2 pins in that turbine housing. Just centered them off, and now I can just turn them however I want. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the install and the mechanical controlling part, and I will put it in my truck again, and I will show you some more after it's done. Okay, so everything is put back in the truck, and after this point it's really just doing lots of tweaking, taking it for test runs, adjusting where you think it's sweet spot, and doing some test runs again. And I think I finally know where I am happy with it. So that's about it. That's pretty much it for putting VGT turbo in First Gen Cummins. I hope this helps and answer your question. If you still have any, feel free to ask in comments, and like and share and subscribe my channel. I'll be doing lots of things to this truck. I have huge plans for it. Probably my next step would be going with the bigger injectors. So subscribe for that, and support the channel. Thanks everyone, and thanks for watching.